Menu narration option is set to off.
Gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A give to Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Taken from just outside the 30. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps? And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Mariota's throw taken in by Slayton. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up the 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return comes Drake. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. A dump down to McKinnon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Third and short yardage. Mariota. A dump down to McKinnon. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Mariota on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Second and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mariota. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Tony Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Third and short yardage. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Raiders.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Osa Odighizuwa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Prescott off play action. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Play action now. Prescott going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mariota. This goes out right for Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Mariota now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This is Lamb on the end around. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
36.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Mariota to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Mariota. Open man, that's Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Mariota's throw there complete to Ruggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10, 46-yard line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Max Crosby in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to have 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mariota on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mariota will look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
This is taken around the 12 and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Keanu Neal, former Falcon, up to make the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To throw, Mariota. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Here's Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing here, Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Dallas, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.